Welcome to Iceland. Iceland is the 18th largest island in the world and the second largest in Europe after Great Britain. Iceland holds a strategic position between the Greenland Sea and Europe. Iceland has a total area of 103,000 square kilometers, with 100,250 square kilometers of land and 2,700 square kilometers of water. Iceland is part of the Norwegian Sea in northern Europe, often referred to as the land of ice, with a harsh climate. Interestingly, some tourists still confuse traveling to Iceland with traveling to Ireland. Those who have traveled to Ireland independently mention that Ireland is also a famous island known as the Emerald Isle in northwestern Europe. Iceland is the only country in the world without mosquitoes. This land also experiences 4 seasons, but unlike other countries in the world, Iceland's climate is uniquely divided into 2 seasons, cold and very cold. Even during what is considered the hottest time of the year, temperatures on this island only reach a maximum of 25 degrees Celsius and average between 7 to 16 degrees Celsius. However, during winter, Iceland's temperature becomes much harsher, dropping to as low as -10 degrees Celsius. Iceland is covered by glaciers, which make up 11% of the country's total area, with Vatnajökull being the largest at 8,300 square kilometers. Additionally, ice mountains are considered a specialty, as along the way, you will see enormous glaciers in various shapes and forms. In winter, most of Iceland's area is covered by ice and snow, and from above, the island appears to be petrified. This is why it is called the Land of Ice. Despite being surrounded by the Ice Queen year-round, Mother Nature has gifted this place with unique hot springs. The hot springs here erupt from the earth, a natural gift that visitors eagerly look forward to experiencing. The area around the geysers features over a dozen hot water vents with mineral sources highly beneficial to health. Visiting the hot springs, tourists can engage all 5 senses to witness the constantly shifting natural wonders. Visiting the hot springs, tourists can engage all 5 senses to witness the constantly shifting natural wonders. Aerial views of the volcanic craters captivate visitors with the vastness and wild beauty of Iceland's spectacular nature. Beyond volcanoes, Iceland boasts countless majestic and diverse waterfalls. At night, visitors can witness the stunning northern lights. While this phenomenon is visible in many countries, in Reykjavik, it enchants visitors with beams like a galactic flashlight illuminating the city. Other interesting facts about this country will take you from one surprise to another. For example, this is the country that publishes the most books in the world, the only place with a unique penis museum, and home to the world's largest population of puffins, with over 10 million birds. This island nation is also famous for ranking among the happiest and most gender-equal countries in the world. Family is the most important thing in the life of every Icelandic citizen. This country provides great conditions for children to thrive. Cozy schools with various educational programs, learning centers, and libraries. However, the most touching fact is that there are no orphanages in Iceland. Instead, they have special temporary shelters for children while they wait for a new adoptive family. It doesn't take long because there are many loving families ready to adopt homeless children. Iceland's specialty is the dish rotten shark, also known as hakal. This traditional dish is eaten by locals on Christmas Eve, but nowadays, tourists consider it a test of bravery when visiting Iceland. The dish is made from a toxic shark when fresh, buried in the ground for 6 to 12 weeks to remove the toxins. Its taste is truly awful, resembling the smell of hair perming lotion. Don't worry, as the taste will be overwhelmed when you drink the traditional Brennivinn liquor. Now, let's explore the unique places in Iceland with Travel Lens. Reykjavik. Reykjavik is the capital of the country with the highest latitude in the world. The city is located in the southwest of Iceland by the Faxaflói Bay. What stands out is that the city is the furthest north in the world. Visitors will be warmed by the bright colors in this chilly atmosphere. Reykjavik is not only the capital and cultural center of Iceland, but also a place with many attractions and exciting activities. When traveling to Iceland and Reykjavik, you can experience countless strange and beautiful natural wonders. This city is an ideal place to admire the bright moon in the winter sky or watch the sun rise in the middle of the summer night. Moreover, you will also witness the Northern Lights, one of the most amazing natural phenomena in the world, as the dawn begins to break. Reykjavik is a vibrant and colorful city that has left an unforgettable impression on visitors during their journey through Iceland. Jokulsarlon Glacier Lagoon. Jokulsarlon is a fantastical lagoon in southeast Iceland, filled with meltwater from the nearby glacier of Breiðamerkurjökull. The lagoon is full of vivid blue icebergs that drift around in the lagoon, making it an ever-changing attraction. Visitors can admire the icebergs from afar or get up close and personal on the many Jokulsarlon tours available, such as this Zodiac boat tour that brings you up close and personal with the icebergs. As the icebergs make their way across the lagoon, they drift out to sea or wash up on the nearby shore, where the pristine ice contrasts with the black sands of the accurately nicknamed Diamond Beach. If you're looking to give yourself plenty to enjoy this magical location, consider booking accommodation at Jokulsarlon Lagoon. Fjadrargljufur Canyon. Fjadrargljufur is a jaw-dropping canyon full of steep cliffs, waterfalls, and meandering bends. Walkways guide visitors along the edges of the canyon, treating them to breathtaking views of the intricate patterns and deep ravines carved by water. Located a short distance from the village of Kirkjufell, Fjadrargljufur has become one of Iceland's premier attractions in recent years. This increased popularity forced the government to temporarily close Fjadrargljufur to visitors to preserve the area's delicate ecosystem, but the canyon has since been opened up again. Travel Lens will have another video about the 11 most beautiful canyons here, so subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss out. Thingvellir National Park. Thingvellir National Park is one of 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Iceland and a historically and geologically remarkable location. As one of the stops in the ever-popular Golden Circle, Thingvellir sits atop the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, which bridges the gap between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. This rift is uniquely visible in Thingvellir in the canyon of Almannagjá, and you can even dive between the continents in the Rift of Silfra on a guided snorkeling tour. Historically, Thingvellir is the birthplace of Iceland's parliament, established in 930 AD, making it a site of immense cultural importance. Reynisfjara, Black Sand Beach. The world-famous Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach embodies the rugged allure of Iceland's south coast. Visitors are greeted with towering basalt columns rising amidst the mighty waves, creating raw and powerful imagery you're unlikely to forget. The charming village of Vik is located a short distance from Reynisfjara and is one of the most popular stops for travelers driving the Ring Road. Booking a hotel in Vik is a great way to explore South Iceland, as the village is nestled in a prime location near many unique attractions and is the starting point for the popular Katla Ice Cave tour. Seljalandsfoss and Dettifoss Waterfalls. The waterfalls of Seljalandsfoss and Dettifoss are considered staple stops for any travel itinerary along the south coast, and for a good reason. Located within a short driving distance of each other, these waterfalls are both uniquely majestic. Both waterfalls can be visited on this fun South Coast minibus tour that includes a glacier hike. Seljalandsfoss is famous partly for having a pathway leading behind the cascading water, allowing visitors to view the waterfall from behind. Skogafoss is also impressive, falling from a height of 197 feet, 60 meters, making it one of Iceland's largest waterfalls. Skogafoss can be viewed from the ground or the top, as a steep staircase leads to an observational platform above the cascade. Kirkjufell Mountain. Kirkjufell, translating to Church Mountain, is easily recognized by its distinctive arrowhead peak. Complemented by a neighboring waterfall, the already impressive mountain is surrounded by a dreamy landscape that captivates photographers and nature enthusiasts alike. An exciting vantage point of the mountain can be had on this guided 2-hour kayaking tour under Kirkjufell. Standing as a beacon on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, Kirkjufell has become one of the most popular spots for photo opportunities in Iceland. It has even been featured in popular media such as HBO's Game of Thrones. The best way to experience this area is by booking accommodation in Snæfellsnes and exploring what the region offers. Glymur Waterfall. The journey to Glymur, Iceland's second tallest waterfall, is one of the most popular hikes with residents in the capital region. The trek takes visitors through a gorgeous landscape full of caves and rivers before arriving at the waterfall itself. While the journey to Glymur is a rewarding hike, the waterfall is the cherry on top. Witnessing Glymur's cascading waters plummeting into a deep, meandering canyon is a visual feast. This secluded haven is a must-see for anyone traveling in West Iceland. Deildartunguhver Hot Spring. Deildartunguhver stands as Europe's most powerful hot spring, offering a thrilling display of geothermal activity in West Iceland. Visitors can witness the roaring steam and bubbling waters as the spring releases vast amounts of hot water daily. Located nearby is Kroma Spa, which is full of water pumped from the hot spring and cooled down with freezing water from a nearby glacier. Booking admission to Kroma Spa and relaxing in the steam baths or hot tubs is a great way to get directly in touch with the geothermal energy in Iceland. Dettifoss Waterfall. The mighty Dettifoss proudly stands as Europe's second most powerful waterfall. Its raw energy is palpable, with massive volumes of water cascading down in a thunderous roar, creating a mesmerizing mist that often graces the area with rainbows. The rugged canyon walls that frame this majestic waterfall bear witness to the relentless forces of nature carving through the ancient basaltic layer. Dettifoss is one of the stops in the ever-popular Diamond Circle sightseeing route, North Iceland's answer to the Golden Circle, and a visit to the waterfall can be further enhanced with expert guidance, such as on this 9-hour Diamond Circle tour with transfer from Akureyri. Húsavík. Húsavík, often hailed as the whale-watching capital of Europe, is a lovely town with beautiful old houses, a picturesque harbor, and vibrant maritime culture. Nestled on the shores of Skjálfandi Bay, Húsavík boasts a cultural richness, with several fascinating museums and a quaint church. Taking a whale-watching boat tour from Húsavík is one of the best ways to see Icelandic whales up close. The magnificent marine life includes humpback whales, dolphins, and porpoises, and passengers are likely to see some of Iceland's adorable puffins fluttering around. Asbyrgi Canyon. Asbyrgi is a spectacular horseshoe-shaped canyon in northeast Iceland. According to mythology, the canyon was formed by the hoofprint of Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse of the Norse god Odin. Beneath the towering cliffs of the gorge lies a colorful, forested area. You will find a tranquil pond there, which makes for an ideal hiking destination. Whether you're interested in mythology, nature, or both, visiting Asbyrgi will not disappoint. The best way to explore the canyon at your own pace is by renting a car in Akureyri and driving to this geological marvel yourself. Vestrahorn Mountain. Vestrahorn, situated on the Stocksnes Peninsula, offers a breathtaking panorama where the mountain meets the sea. The mountain's geological composition makes it dark and jagged as it rises from the surrounding sandy coastline. Vestrahorn is a trendy photography spot because of its dramatic formation, enhanced under the northern lights in winter. A haven for photographers and nature enthusiasts, Vestrahorn embodies the mystical and untamed beauty of Iceland. After exploring the mountain, we recommend visiting the nearby town of Hofn and having some of its famous lobster. Latrabjarg Cliffs. The cliffs of Latrabjarg are a must-see for any nature enthusiast or birdwatcher. The cliffs are remarkably impressive, reaching heights of 1,440 feet and stretching for 8.7 miles along the sea. In the summer, Latrabjarg fills up with millions of nesting birds, including the puffin. Thousands of puffins nest near the top of the cliff, allowing visitors to look closely at Iceland's most adorable resident. Ísafjörður. Ísafjörður is the largest settlement in the Westfjords and acts as the cultural hub for the region. There are many options for accommodation in Ísafjörður, and the town has more options for restaurants and general amenities than any other part of the region. With colorful old houses set against a unique natural backdrop, taking a stroll through the charming streets of Ísafjörður is a wonderful way to spend an afternoon. Visiting some of the town's museums will give insight into the local culture, while a more adventurous alternative would be to go on a 2-hour kayaking tour and paddle around the fjord. Studlagil Canyon. Studlagil Canyon is a geological jewel of unbelievable beauty, created by the force of a glacial river forcing its way down from the highlands. Towering basalt columns form cathedral-like walls above a vibrant blue-green river that courses through, creating a stark and otherworldly contrast. For a long time, Studlagil remained relatively unknown, as it can be tricky to get there. The 500-meter-long canyon has basalt columns 20 to 30 meters high on either side of the river. The color of the river changes between seasons, from blue-green in summer to gray-brown when the Karanjukar Dam is in overflow and when snow melts into the river. In winter, you can see the northern lights from remote areas like this, and in summer, you can take advantage of the midnight sun and visit late in the evening when it's still light. Dynjandi Waterfall. While Dynjandi Waterfall is often called the jewel of the Westfjords, it is arguably one of the most magnificent sights in all of Iceland. Dynjandi is actually a series of waterfalls that combine to form this striking landmark, which widens in a fan-like shape as it descends. Dynjandi can be admired from the ground level, but those wishing to see it from the top can do so after a short hike, bringing them past several smaller waterfalls. Dynjandi, or Fjallfoss as it is often called, cascades some 99 to 100 meters, looking exactly like a beautiful bridal veil. On top, it is 30 meters wide and widens up to 60 meters at the bottom. There are 6 other waterfalls below Dynjandi, which one passes on the way up to the biggest waterfall. Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is a geothermal spa and one of Iceland's most popular attractions. Situated in a coarse lava field, it draws visitors from all over the world to take a relaxing soak in its distinct milky blue waters. The water in the lagoon is actually wastewater from a nearby geothermal power plant and is considered to have notable skin benefits. The Blue Lagoon is a true hot spring empire that includes a hotel, multiple restaurants, cafes, massage areas, and a gift shop. Booking admission to the Blue Lagoon to experience its soothing waters is part of nearly every travel itinerary in Iceland, and there are many Blue Lagoon tours and packages available to tailor to different needs. Iceland is truly an alluring Nordic country, offering all the unique and extraordinary wonders that nature provides. Visiting here, travelers will stimulate all 6 of their senses with unforgettable emotional experiences. We hope you've enjoyed exploring this beautiful country with us. If you love breathtaking views and unique cultural experiences, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next exciting travel content. Comment below about your favorite place in Iceland or where you want us to explore next. Before the video ends, let's take one last look at all of Iceland together.